since news of the damage from this tornado outbreak came into our newsroom. Our Rafael Sánchez has been on the ground bringing us images and sound from those impacted. Rafael is live tonight in Whiteland. Rafael, good evening.
Nicole, good evening to you. And this is South State Street in the town of Whiteland. People here, Nicole, are exhausted. They're emotional. When you see these images, you just heard Kevin talking about what really happened here. The winds were stronger, not an EF2, but an EF3. And Nicole, walk with me on State Street. The chimney that could not withstand all of those winds. And then you see this home where it's lost a roof. This home is a loss. The vehicle still standing with some busted out windows, but didn't move much. And then this huge tree, which was somewhat of a landmark in this neighborhood, toppled by those strong winds. A few minutes ago, we learned about the extent of the damage. Here are the numbers as we know them. 19 homes destroyed in the town of Whiteland alone. 19. And more than 50 were damaged with severe damage to those properties. We also had a chance to speak to Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch. She was on the scene here about a few minutes ago, and she wants people to know that moving forward, the state will now be offering 30-day hotel vouchers for people who can't live in their homes. And the town of Whiteland tonight also letting us know that they've set up a one-stop hotline number where people can request help, where people can make a donation, and where people can also ask for volunteers.
We are ready to activate, like I said, a family assistance center. It'll be at the Clark Pleasant Administration Building at 50 Center Street, which is right across from the town hall here in Whiteland. That will be volunteer management will be based out of that building as well. So anybody looking to volunteer, needing to know where we need the help, they will be able to go to the Clark Pleasant Administration Building and be directed to those areas of need.
It will take days, it will take weeks to get these neighborhoods back to some sense of normalcy, because as you can see, the damage is so extensive. Again, we are live on South State Street, just down this way here. You can see more of the damage in this community. If you need any help, that hotline number that's been set up, here's the number to call. You can call 317-671-6521. If you need help, if you need volunteers, if you need to make a donation or want to make a donation, call that number. I should tell you that schools here will be canceled yet again Tuesday and Wednesday because of the storm damage. Thursday and Friday, those in middle and high school will be on e-learning. Elementary school children will return back to in-person instruction on Thursday and Friday. Keep that in mind. Tonight, many volunteers are just taking a slight break. In the morning, they'll return to help cleaning up the neighborhoods here in Johnson County. Ready to work, ready to put their faith in action.
I grew up in Oklahoma and saw a lot of devastation of tornadoes, and it's just a time where the community can come together and make a difference for each other.
We'll start here first. We'll probably put some of you over here.
Members of Grace Assembly of God turned out in large numbers to help people recover from Friday's tornado in Whiteland.
I want people to know that we love them. We want to show Christ's love. I think it's important to show people that there's hope.
She was so moved by this moment that she called her principal and asked for the day off.
I went this morning and made some plans and came here and just to help out.
This is a key week for many in the Christian faith who celebrate Easter on Sunday.
If there's anything that shows that material things can be gone in a moment, this is what we're living with. But we're bigger than things. We need hope. And so we're here today to encourage people, to help people.
And Rafael, we're seeing all these images of the damage, and I know a lot of people may be interested coming to town to see the damage. What are they doing with those people and those who may be coming to the area to collect scrap metal?
I'm so happy that you asked about that, because beginning tonight, a curfew will go into effect here in the town of Whiteland from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. Both town police and the Johnson County Sheriff's Office are asking you to please stay off the roads during those hours. If you think about looting any of these properties, just be mindful that there will be law enforcement on the scene. Nicole, I want to show you something. As you know, we're taking a tour of these neighborhoods. The X marks the spot where when they cleared these homes on Friday night when I was here, that meant that people were no longer in the home. But Nicole, tornadoes are irrational. This was a garage. As you can see, the garage door is out. It was busted out. But if you look within the garage, the license plates, they are as if they were there yesterday. Nothing happened. They're A-OK. That is tools that were not moved at all. As you can see, that's the power of a tornado. Sometimes they make no sense at all.